I'm working on installing a Jegs heater core into my John Deere 590i. So I ordered the Jegs heater core, and that was $199. The 5/8 hose that goes into the back of the heater core. Top goes in, bottom comes back out. And then also two connector pieces that will easily, once you take this top piece off here, you've got your two hoses. This one to the top goes in, this one comes out. So you'd connect one of these. I'm going to separate right there on that hose and stick it in. And then on the other side, I'm also going to separate, since that goes back out, it's going to go in that way because it's going to, the hose coming from the heater core is going to go in and the flow is going to go back towards the engine. So this comes out of the radiator there. So the hot air from the, or hot water from the engine comes out on this hose and goes into the radiator, so it's going to come out here and come out this way, so that's why it's faced this way, and it's going to go back to the hose to the radiator core. Radiator core comes back into this hose, and then actually, yeah, so it goes back to the engine. So, and then to access for the vents, I pulled this piece off. It's just a few top bolts on top. This glass piece on the bottom just comes right out. And this snaps off, and then a few bolts, like 4 top, 4 bottom, with a T25 and a T35 are what you're going to need for the bottom. The heater vent for the defrost, I'm going to stick likely right here where the hose can get to it. The heater hose can bend up to that more easily. And then same on the other side. Stick it there. The hose can get to it. I'll cut out there, cut out there on top. Cut out there. Likely cut out here. Go in from underneath. Adding a little more to this. I got the, I guess the splices tied in to going in to the top of the radiator is the flow of the hot water. So the hot water is going in through the firewall there. Just some rubber grommets that I placed there, and then this is the return. This is the return to the engine. Comes out of the bottom of the radiator. I did get the first duct into the dash of the John Deere. Remember to zip tie it, and when installing these, I traced the outside. I'll explain here what I did. And this is what I found is important. I thought you just had to trace just the vent portion itself and not where the holes are. I mean, the holes had to come through, but what you need to do is actually trace the entire outside of that, because that needs to get cut through. This thing has to come through the dash like that, so because the screws aren't long enough. I mean, it looks kind of tacky. I'd probably put some foam black foam around it, and then put that, I might still do that, then put that thing on the top. But it runs down through the middle, and then I'll have enough room to put the other hose as it runs down in there. And where I put the heater core, I placed it right here. So there is one vent that's going to blow out hot on the floor, and then the other vent is going to connect to two of these hoses. I'm going to have come out of there and connect that and run that lower split vent up along the side where this hose currently is. So, and we'll keep on going. Again, just so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And where I connected that T, where I connected the other T, those two T's. And again, the top of the radiator is the hot water from the engine goes into the radiator at the top. So I split it where it flows up and into the heater core, and then where it flows back into the engine, it goes down, and the split goes into where it goes back to the engine again. This tool here is what I'm going to use to cut the dash, and I picked this up at Menards. It was $25 new, which is cheap. I've gone through about 3 of these in 5 years. This is my 3rd one, compared to a more expensive one of $100. It probably lasts longer, but I mean, you know, $75 over 5 years, and this one's the new one. So, and then I'll show the hole after I get it cut. This is after I got it installed there, cut the hole out. You can see how it fits through on the edges slightly. You might be able to do a better job than that. I'll probably have to take something to cover that up a little better. Like I was thinking some black foam to cut around and then put that between the vent face and the vent itself. And it just runs through there, down, and sorry, fingers in the way. Can't see anything that way. But I just have them running down together, and then I'll connect those two up.